guess you're all on here now by now, or if you're going to be. And I'm Raleigh Brown still, and it's still a curve flattening concert today. I welcome you all old friends and new friends. I see Michelle and David from England, and Burks is here already, and Steve Black may be here. That may be his earlier comment. So I have 3 really wonderful songs for you today, and a very challenging instrumental piece. And this first song, I actually heard it from a guy who passed away a few years ago. His name was Peter Freifeld, and he used to come to Steve Kaufman's bluegrass camp when I taught there. And hi, Ann and Cliff. Most people just played bluegrass there, but one night we were sitting around, and he played us this song. And it's a James Taylor song, which I'd never heard, so I went and found it and learned it then. That was probably 15 years ago. And it's still one of my favorites of James Taylor's songs. It's called The Frozen Man. The last thing I remember was the freezing cold, the water reaching up just to swallow me whole. Ice in the rigging and the howling winds, and the shock to my body as we tumbled in. Now my brothers and the others are lost at sea, and I alone return to tell thee, hidden in ice for a century, to walk the world again. Lord, have mercy on the frozen man. Next words that were spoken to me, a nurse asked me what my name might be. She was all in white at the foot of my bed. I said, angel of mercy, I'm alive or am I dead? My name is William James McPhee, born in 1843, raised in Liverpool by the sea, but that ain't who I am. Lord, have mercy on the frozen man. Well, it took a lot of money to start my heart, to peg my leg and buy my eye. The newspapers call me state of the art, and the children, when they see me cry, well, I thought it'd be nice just to visit my grave, see what kind of tombstone I might have. I saw my wife and my daughter, and it seemed so strange, both of them dead and gone of extreme old age. People, when I die, make sure I am gone. Don't leave them anything to work on. Now you can raise your arm and you can wiggle your hand, and you can wave goodbye to the frozen man. I know what it means to freeze to death, to lose a little life with every breath, to say goodbye to life and earth, then come around again. Lord, have mercy on the frozen man. Lord have mercy on the frozen man. So that's The Frozen Man by James Taylor. Isn't that a wonderful song? And listened recently to his audible little oratory, in which he said that parts of that song were kind of analogous to his life and his family. It was very interesting. So next up, I'm going to do today's instrumental, because I better get it out of the way. It's a tough one, and it was written by Davy Graham, the great British guitarist. And apparently as a tribute to Lenny Tristano, the blind jazz pianist. And although I don't know if I hear the corollary there, but it's an amazing piece of music, and one which I will try to get through for you here. So this is Tristano. That's Tristano by Davy Graham, a great British guitarist who was a great inspiration to the whole British kind of folk Baroque movement. Let's see who's here. Dwight, hey. Michelle, I see. Anne, I already said hi to you. We have anybody else on here? There's a whole bunch of other people. Steve, Tom Hanold, hi. Okay, I'm going to get back to work here. There's a lot to do. Hey, Joel. So, as I wrote in one of my little teasers today, 3 really great songs, and one of them is by somebody who's really well known in the folk community, but not so much in the society at large. That's going to be the last one. And then, of course, James Taylor is a modern folk hero. But there's an older folk hero, or a country hero. And his name was Hank Williams Sr. And this is my favorite Hank Williams tune, and one of the most beautiful country songs ever written. Now hear that lonesome whippoorwill. She sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is whining low, and I'm so lonesome I could cry. I've never seen a night so long as time goes crawling by. The moon just went behind a cloud to hide its face and cry. Have you ever seen a robin weep when leaves begin to die? It means he's lost the will to live, and I'm so lonesome I could cry. The silence of a falling star bursts in a purple sky, and as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. Hank Williams. They don't write them like that anymore. Such a beautiful, beautiful piece of music. So I'm going to switch over to the big old Prue guitar here. The guitar known as the OMD, not to be confused with Oriental Medical Doctor, but actually a cross between an orchestra model, which is a smaller guitar. Actually, that Martin I was just playing is an orchestra model, and a Dreadnought, which is the big old Martin that you see on the Crosby, Stills and Nash covers and stuff. So I suppose I should actually use the tuner. pretty good, actually. So this song was written, as I said, in the great pantheon of legendary songwriters. Hank Williams, is way up there, and then James Taylor, in terms of how well they're known, is maybe more known to these generations. My friend Bob Franke, who wrote this tune, is really well known in the folk community for writing really great songs, and I think really this is one of the greatest ones he wrote. Well, I remember growing up like it was only yesterday. Mom and Dad, they tried so hard to help me on my way. But the hard times and the liquor drove the easy love away. And the only love I knew about was hard love. Well, it was hard love every hour of the day, when Christmas to my birthday was a million years away. And the fear that came between them drove the tears into my play. There was love in Daddy's house, but it was hard love. And I recall the gentle courtesy you gave me as I tried to dissemble in politeness all the love I felt inside. And for every song of laughter was another song that cried, this ain't no easy weekend, this is hard love. It was hard love each step of the way. Hard to be so close to you, so hard to turn away. And when all the stars and sentimental songs dissolved today, there was nothing left to sing about but hard love. So I loved you for your courage and your gentle sense of shame, and I loved you for your laughter and your language and your name. And I knew it was impossible, but I loved you just the same, though the only love I gave to you was hard love. Yes, it was hard love, hard on you, I know, when the only love I gave to you was love I couldn't show. You forgave the heart that loved you as your lover turned to go, leaving nothing but the memory of hard love. So now I'm standing in this phone booth with $1 and a dime, and I'm wondering what to say to you to ease your troubled mind. For the Lord's cross might redeem us, but our own just wastes our time, and to tell the two apart is often hard, well, love. So I'll tell you that I love you, even though you're far away, and I'll tell you how you've changed me as I live from day to day, how you've helped me to accept myself, and I won't forget to say that love is never wasted, even when it's hard love. Yes, it's hard love, but love all the same. It's not the stuff of fantasy, but more than just a game. And the only kind of miracle that's worthy of the name. For the love that heals our lives is mostly hard love. So that's Hard Love by Bob Franke of Marblehead, Massachusetts. Been my friend for about 40 years. And that's the show for today. I will be back tomorrow morning at 10:30 for Sunday morning music. And then my buddy Alex will be back on Monday at 3:30. Cozy Sheridan and Charlie Koch Tuesday morning at 10:30. And I'll be back Tuesday afternoon at 3. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me for 20 minutes or so. It makes my day to have you guys here. So stay safe, stay sane. If you get cranky, take a nap, and stay tuned. We'll talk again.